A warm welcome to everyone watching, and thank you for tuning in again for another exciting episode of Generation C. My name is Marisol Stoffberg and I will be your host for the last time for the year 2020, and what a year it has been. This show is specifically aimed at sharing some of our youth news with you as our viewers, but also sharing to you why The Zone, which comes out every Tuesday in the Republikein, Algemene Zeitung and Namibian Sun, is a perfect read for you on a Tuesday. But before we head straight into our news, please watch the following video to share more about My Zone, which is the youth brand of Namibia Media Holdings. So the versatility and the amazingness of the brand, which is My Zone, perfectly leads us into our first thing that we will be speaking about today, which is the front page of our The Zone publication. So we have a young entrepreneur on our front page this week. He is versatile and he has perseverance and he is determined to make a success of himself. And that is the wonderful Jerome Pietboys. Now Jerome took up the responsibility of opening up the Jerome and Family Group Pty Limited, which was founded in 2019 after Jerome unfortunately lost both his brother and his father. And this company is amazing in terms of the diverseness of the services that they offer. So they include everything and anything from car rentals to buying and selling of products, cash loans, a funeral parlor, and they even handle construction and have been trusted with very important construction sites as well. Now, Jerome encourages our young people out there to remember that your circumstances do not define you, and you are more than where you are at the moment, and that it's important for you to find that thing that drives you, find that thing that's important to you, and use that as the foundation of your future and your career. And he knew that he cannot be limited to just one thing. That's why he is a jack of all trades and the master of all of them. But if you want to read more about Jerome, please grab yourself a copy so that you can read more about his inspiring story. And who knows, maybe even follow suit. And then on our page 2, we have our last column for the year, which is done by the beautiful Esther Kamati, which is a reflection on 2020, but not in the traditional sense, and also a message that she has to our young people out there, so that they can stay safe this festive season, but also remember that they should make the most of every opportunity that they are given. I'm not going to give you everything because we want to encourage you to please grab yourself a copy. But this week, as is per usual, we have our feature on our page 5, and this week it's about a very important topic in terms of disability, which is not inability. So we had the privilege of speaking to Happy van Wyk, who is the director of the Side by Side Intervention Center, and she speaks more about the importance of equipping our parents and teachers with the necessary skills so that they can not only ask the important questions, but they truly understand the disabilities of their learners and their kids that they work with, so that they are able to know what they should do as a parent, but also the importance of supporting not just our kids with disabilities, but also the parents who are with them on this whole journey, and also about the very exciting manuals that they will be introducing in accordance with UNICEF as well. So I think it's amazing to see the work that they are doing and how Van Wyk continuously advocates for the fact that just because a person has a disability, it does not make them different, it makes them unique, and how you are not your disability. So I think it's amazing to read more about her and the work that she does. So please grab yourself a copy. And of course, on our Afrikaans page for this week, I was very privileged to speak to the beautiful Miss Ansie Venter, and she has been a teacher for, just wait for it, more than 46 years. So she truly is a legend, and it's amazing to read her story and also to hear how she started at Vintage Gymnasium the year also that they opened their doors. So she's been there for quite a while, and how she's been able to welcome kids in as a grade 1 learner, and then on their ceremony as grade 12s, she's the one who gets to bid them farewell. And I think that's amazing, to be with a kid their entire school career, and that is exceptional. So we want to thank her for everything that she has done for education, and that she can go rest now because being a teacher is hard work, but we truly value the contribution she has made towards education in our country. And of course, we also have our star teacher every week. And this week, our star teacher is the beautiful Miss Irene Mudabeti. And she is a teacher at Namibia Primary School. So she also shares the compassion that she has for learners across the country and everything that she's been doing to ensure that our kids are taken care of. And then on our page 8, which is usually dedicated to tertiary news, we have a story about Maria Kabenze. And she has had quite a journey in terms of tertiary education and quite a few struggles and challenges that she's been presented with. So if you want to read more about her story and everything she's gone through, please grab yourself a copy. But that is, in a nutshell, our zone for this week. But we are going to bless you guys with a very wonderful interview. So this past weekend, we had the Standard Bank WAKA Kids Choice Awards, which was truly a day to remember, which we celebrated the youth, for the youth, by the youth, and awards that were given to those individuals truly doing the most during 2020. And our change maker of the year, Berhane Wheeler, who's also a learner at Amazing Kids Private School and Academy, he joined us in studio to speak to my colleague Monique Adams about anything and everything technology. He is a whiz, created apps, and so much more. So please stay tuned for the next interview and see why he was named Changemaker of the Year.
Welcome again, viewers. Today at Generation C, we look into all youth news, and today I'm joined by Berhane Wheeler, who won the award last week, Saturday, at the Waka Waka Kids Choice Awards as the Junior Change Maker. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Great.
Thank you for joining us in studio.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Okay, so let's just dive right into the interview. Can you please tell us a little bit more about yourself, your age, where do you go to school, and what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Okay, so I'm 16 years old. I go to school at Amazing Kids Private School and Academy. I'm at grade 10, going to grade 11 next year. And what I like doing in my free time is I like playing basketball. I like making games and also recording videos for my YouTube channel, Konita Tutorials.
Interesting. So, what's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal, of course, is pizza, but without cheese. I'm allergic to cheese.
Does pineapples need to be on pizza?
Yes, it's the best
There,
pizza. You put it on pizza,
you
yes.
agree, pineapples on pizza there. I'm not the only one. Yeah, thank God. So you were named Junior Change Maker during the recent Standard Bank Waka Waka Kids Choice Award that took place last week, Saturday at Avani. Can you tell us how it felt when you won that award and what it means to you as a youth to be recognized on such a platform for your amazing work?
It felt great. It meant a lot knowing that there are people out there who recognize the work that youth such as me are doing in Namibia. And of course, it's very important that youth are recognized so that they know it's not, you don't have to wait until you're old to start working on things you're passionate about. It's most important that even as young as you are, if you start early, of course, you'll have more skill set in the future, so you'll be more skilled, of course, when you're in the future.
So when you heard your name being called out to come get your award on stage, how did you feel at that moment?
It felt amazing when they called my name. I wasn't sure what award I was going to get. I was called last, so it felt nice at the end, so when I received my award.
Great stuff. So you're a technological whiz. Literally, guys.
Yes,
so
sir.
With multiple apps and programs that you have designed yourself, can you tell us a bit more about those programs that you've developed and how you've started it?
So for the programs I've developed so far 2. I have 2 applications. So I have one called The Lab, which is an application on your phone which teaches people how to understand the science experiments that they may not understand while they're doing in school.
Okay.
So the application will help someone understand and explain to them what's happening during the science experiment. So you'll take the different apparatus and then put them in the screen, and then a science experiment will take place in front of them, and they'll understand what will happen through the explanation under them. And then I have another application called not application but game called Bouncy Hurdles, which is just a game that you jump over hurdles, which used to be on the Play Store, but something happened and then it got removed,
So
unfortunately.
what happened with that game?
I had one of the wrong files that was not supposed to be there, so I put ads that weren't supposed to be there, so then it got removed.
That's one of the challenges you have faced while making games, and also one of the lessons you've learned.
Yes.
Definitely. And what are some of your accomplishments that you can mention?
Some of the
really
accomplishments that I'm really proud of. The lab, which I mentioned first, the application which teaches people how to understand science experiments. Well, I took it to a few tech innovation bazaars, and where I could pitch my game idea, and it really helped me how can I say this? Showcase the application so that people can understand it, and then it also helped me go to a pitching competition called Slash, where they had a side event where I was flew out to Finland and I got to pitch over there.
Wow! And how was that experience like?
It was a very fun experience. It was a completely different country, so they had a lot of different stuff. There was even like a train that was connected to a wire, and that was really fun.
Great stuff. So why do you enjoy technology so much, and how do you believe we can help our community through the use of technology?
Well, I enjoy technology so much because at 2013, when I was in the 3rd grade, my mom introduced me to an application called Scratch, which teaches kids the fundamentals of how to create a video game or your own application. So that was really a good foundation where I had to create my own games. So once I got that passion for creating games, I just continued moving on, and yeah, that's where I really enjoy creating games and technology.
So how can we help our community get more into the technology sphere?
Well, of course, introducing it into schools a lot more, just helping, having more courses around Namibia. So there's even a Python where people can go learn Python, and of course they can learn it off the internet just through different sources.
So when you mentioned Python, I was thinking like a snake. So if you can just explain to us, what does it mean?
Okay, so Python is a programming language which you can use to create different applications or games. So it's a programming language where you can use to communicate with a computer and make your own game.
Interesting.
Apps.
So many youth really think because of their age they can't reach their goals of their dreams. Like it's really far-fetched. Like they're always like, I'm too young for this. But you have just shown that, age is nothing but just a number. And if you're really passionate about doing something, you should go in full force. You shouldn't feel your age is, a stop still for you, like it's a stop sign that's stopping you from accomplishing something. So what is the message you can give to the youth that hopes for change?
Well, any youth that hope for change, just know that someone isn't going to change a situation for you. You have to take the change in your own hand. So definitely you should skill yourself with different information. Of course, you won't learn everything in school, so you can go on the internet and search what you specifically want to learn, and then you just take that and just create something or anything that you feel needs to be created.
So from all the programs you've done and many more to come in the future, what's one thing that really stands out that you've learned and that you will carry across many, many journeys to come?
The most important skill I learned is when you think you're 90% done, you're only halfway done with your project.
Great wise words from a 16-year-old Berhane. So lastly, what message do you have for the youth for 2021? I know the year 2020 has been really hard on all of us, but what message do you have for the youth for the new year that's coming 2021, as well as the festive season?
Well, what my last words would be, of course, you always want to do something you're passionate about. Of course, where there's passion, you'll always be pushed and be motivated to go on with what you're doing. So, of course, this festive season, make sure you enjoy it and have fun, and because it only comes once a year.
Well, thank you so much, Berhane, for joining me in studio. I really learned a lot, and I wish you nothing but the best, and I can see a really bright future ahead of you.
Thank you.
Keep on doing the great work. We love to see it here at Generation C. It's myself, Monique Adams, and Berhane Wheeler, And it's goodbye. And before we go, it's our last show of the year. And I just like to say, guys, it's been really great. It's been a tough ride, but we pushed through, we pulled through. I just like to wish you guys a safe December. Don't drink and drive. Take care. Hand sanitize. Wear your mask. And just be safe, guys. But have fun, but responsibly. So from myself and
Berhane, thank you for being here.
And goodbye. Bye.
I don't know about you, but I am feeling inspired by the amazing Berhane. I think it is amazing to see what our youth are up to. And there are more of Berhanes out there. We just want you to share your stories with us. So if you have anything and everything, and I'm going to say anything again in terms of your accomplishments or stories that you'd like to share with us, MyZone gives you the platform to do so. So please either drop us a DM on Instagram or send us a message on Facebook. Just because we're going on holiday, it does not mean we will not be here anymore, so we can continue to share your stories. And we'll be back again next year in January to bring you the latest youth news. We also want to remind you that we still have our Matric Farewell vlog competition running. So if you've had your Matric Farewell, please send those entries, because you can win an amazing prize and also share the glitz and the glamour with all our viewers. But unfortunately, that brings us to the end of our last episode. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful journey. And until we see each other again, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, congratulations with your birthday and everything else. Until next time.